We said goodbye to all the things we loved. Gave up our lives just to find that it was not enough. What's up, guys? This is Maxwell Media Inc. I'm your host, Sir Maxwell. I'm here serenading you with my song because this is the mid-season finale. It's time. Listen, it's Sunday night / Monday morning. I'm coming on because I'm like, I have to feed the children. I can't leave the children starving. I can't leave them hanging. I have to feed them. So we are just trying to get this shit out, do this shit. I'm gonna sprinkle some funny bits in here to have some fun because this is the mid-season finale. But hopefully this is gonna come to you Monday morning or Monday night or Monday afternoon. Who knows? But yeah. But first, let's talk about some shit. I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to subscribe and hit that like button because I really want this channel to grow. And I need support, and I need you to share the video and like it and share it with your friends and post it on Twitter and post it on your Discord servers and post it on RWBY Amino, and just share it. Share the shit, please, because we're trying to build the channel up. We're trying to grow. I really want to build a community of people having honest conversations about media. That's what I want. And I want to, for example, I have a Discord server. A lot of y'all don't know I have a Discord server. Here's the thing with the Discord server. It's dead. Like, there's nobody in there. Nobody's talking about nothing. Nobody talking about shit. It's real boring. Like, there was a point where I had mods and I had shit. We were talking and shit. Not enough people in there, and eventually it kind of fizzled out and it died. And it's like, I kind of abandoned it because I had, life shit going on, and mods abandoned it because the mods have life. I need help, y'all. So I need people to come into the Discord server. Link will be in the description. I do that for all the videos. So join the Discord server, please. If you want to have more access to me, if you want to discuss more in detail, if you want to argue with me, if you want to fight me, come to the Discord server. Let's fight me. I need mods. I need, people to come in and help me run the Discord server. So if you're interested in that, comment below. Join the Discord server. We can talk about roles and shit. People, I have someone who edits thumbnails for me now. So if you start seeing the thumbnails change, that's what's going on with that. Like, we're really starting to build shit. So, eventually when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to get a Patreon so y'all can start giving me monies so I can, start buying better equipment so I can make better videos for you guys. So please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's my spiel. That's my speech. Did you get into this boring ass episode of RWBY? Because I sure as hell did. And this was not meant to be the mid-season finale. This just wasn't. I think they just decided, hey, we need to give everybody a break so we don't fucking explode. Let's go away for like 6, 7, 8 weeks. So, I don't know. I actually like it, y'all. At first, I was a little scared and disappointed, but now I'm really looking forward to this hiatus. So I'm really I'm tired of being up at 3 and 4 a.m. filming videos, and I mean, I'm grateful and I appreciate it. Appreciate the love again. Comment, subscribe, like. But it's just I would love to have some more wiggle room and have my once a week video not necessarily be RWBY related. But of course, we're still going to talk about RWBY. We're still going to have RWBY discussions. I have plenty of RWBY discussions coming, so I'll look out for that. But yeah, I'm actually very hyped about the hiatus, and I have a lot of videos planned. I have some collabs coming with some people, So, yes. So, but yeah, no. So we start out with the enemies on the front line. The whale is wreaking havoc. The whale is causing shit. The whale is doing what the whale is doing. The whale is wailing. The whale is wailing. And the soldiers in Atlas are shaking in their boots, and they're scared and shit's happening. And then we cut to the people of Atlas, who are just acting like nothing is going on. They're just casually strolling. They're just having picnics and shit. And this guy let's be real. This guy is Eddie Rivas, and this is one of Eddie Rivas' I guess daughters and show. I feel like it was a self insert. I feel like this guy looks like Eddie. I feel like Eddie talks about his daughters a lot. I feel like that daughter. I feel like it was a self plug-in, and I don't mind it. It was cute. Like, hey Eddie, hey Eddie's kid. Welcome to RWBY. They had a moment, so good for them. I mean, not much to say about it. But yeah, so we get Ironwood, and Ironwood is like, hey, we need to evacuate everybody to the subway trains. And I don't know, I feel like in his mind, he's like, damn, I was right. If I floated Atlas away into the atmosphere, then maybe Salem wouldn't be able to reach us. But I'm like, sis, it's a magic whale, and literally Grim Goo shot from the ground and went all the way up, like hundreds and hundreds of feet into the sky and destroyed your fucking shield generators. You know what I mean? I feel like she would have been able to get to you. Like, homegirl got magic powers, okay? Like, oh, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. I changed keys. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know. I've never been away. I'm not going to get into all of it. No, listen to Selena Gomez. Have you ever heard Selena Gomez say, oh, 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 it's magic. It's magic. Like, it's magic, y'all. So why are you acting like there's this escaping? Like, sis. I mean, now to be fair, doesn't look like you're well equipped to fight her. And it just makes me go back to, like, in Volume 7 when you were like, Atlas is willing and able to assist. Like, homegirl, y'all are kind of under attack right now and y'all can't even protect yourselves. So, how did y'all plan to protect literally the rest of the world? Your entire fucking army is here and they're kind of getting, like, shit on. So, seems like Atlas really wasn't prepared like that. Just seems like y'all just weren't ready. Y'all just weren't able. Y'all just weren't equipped. Y'all just didn't have the skills, the mindset. So, that's what's going on with that. I'll get to the ASAPs in a minute. We cut to Salem, and I think this is the best scene of the episode, where Salem is like being a conductor, and she's like conducting, like she's kind of like the she's the conductor. She's a conductor in an orchestra. She's the choir director of a choir, and she's just kind of like doing shit in the whale and really commanding it, and just kind of water bending the Grim Goo, and there was this like piano playing, and it was beautiful. It was a great scene. I low-key wish it would have lasted longer, because I was like, god damn, like Alex Abraham, just fucking mwah, chef's kiss. Like, love you, Alex Abraham, because it's like, you are really doing the goddamn thing. Like, you composing shit is so good. And then you got the violins. Oh my god. More scenes like that. More scenes where it's like classical music and silence goes a long fucking way in creating an atmosphere in the mood. Like, ugh. Chef's kiss. But then we cut to Emerald's ass, and she ear hustling, she eavesdropping and on Hazel and Ozpin having a conversation. And Hazel is like doing all this shit, like beating up Oscar. And it's like, I don't know. Like, are you dumb? Like, are you stupid? Like, are you not, I don't know. People are really conflicted about Hazel, because people are like, on one hand, you're beating up and abusing a child because you're blaming him for something that really wasn't anybody's fault but your own sister's fault. And, so that's one side. One side's like, you're doing terrible things. The other side is like,
Please stop with your breath hang out in church.
I know I'm getting in the panties. If you call me daddy, I know he's getting in the panties. So daddy. If you call me daddy, I know he's getting in the panties.
Wait, Teddy. So, one side is like, dang, I really dislike you for being horrible. But then on the other hand, it's like, but you're hot though. But your abs. Now, personally, I think Hazel's body looks, not to body shame. Our bodies are beautiful, but we're talking about a show here. No, fuck that. No, genuinely, not to body shame Hazel, not or their scars or anything like that. I just personally look at Hazel's body and the scars and like his weird abs. Like the abs look weird. He looks like he has it's doesn't look great to me. And so I don't necessarily, I mean, I guess the face, but the body, like Hazel, I guess to some people, Hazel is serving body. To me, he's not serving body. We'll talk about someone who's serving body later. But I don't know. I don't know. But I do like him as representation for like husky boys or big boys or thick boys. I do like that. And I guess in that category, he is serving body, yada, 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 yada. I guess he is serving that. But like, I don't know. Complicated. Why? Complicated. So, yeah. So they're having a discussion, and he's basically like, look, sis, I know you think that she's going to make a new world order, honey, but it's just not that. It's not that. And, Hazel's like,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me.
My god. Stop fucking lying. Hazel does not believe it. So, Oscar takes over, and Oscar's like, hey, the password is Jen. Ask her the question. Has one question left. And he's kind of getting into Hazel's mind, and he kind of wants Hazel to betray Salem. So we'll see if he will betray Salem. Maybe he will, probably, maybe not. I don't know. I don't really care. Don't really like Hazel. You kind of abused the kid. Sorry. Don't really want to forgive you for that. Not a fan. But hey, like if you want to turn on Salem, if you want to help us out, I'll accept the help. So hey. Emerald takes this tea. Tea is piping hot. Takes the tea. Takes this piping hot tea to Mercury. And Mercury is like, hey, I don't really care. I'm just here to get my dick. Mercury's energy is like, I don't really care. I'm just here to get my dick sucked. Like, that is the energy that Mercury gives us, like, I don't give a fuck energy. And it doesn't upset me, y'all. It doesn't. Like, Mercury, like, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm just like, you're there. And, I don't know. Like, I feel like Emerald is the friend who's like, don't go to that orgy. Like, they don't use any protection. And Mercury is like, listen, I'm just here to get my dick sucked. I don't really care about STDs like that. I don't really care what anybody has. I'm just here to have fun. Mercury is one of those, I'm on prep gays. I don't need to have any protection or anything. So that's Mercury. Mercury's like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And he doesn't even he doesn't even believe that Salem wants to end the world anyway. He's like, Salem's not ending the world. I don't know. Mercury has like the basic white man voice. Like, I don't know. If Mercury were to start a YouTube channel, he would have hella subscribers because people just tend to gravitate towards like basic white men who have like basic white men, like teenage surfer boy voices, like, Salem doesn't want to end the world, and we're gonna be, the big guy doesn't take on, things he can't handle, and neither should we. Neither should we. So, that's Mercury. Tyrion comes in saying, hey, that I'm crazy as fuck, right? Like, that Salem wants to end the world, right? Like, what did you think this was, sis? Like, what's not clicking? What's not clicking? Like, what did you think was gonna happen, hon? So they're going to Vacuo, which I'm excited but also upset. I'm upset that Tyrion is out of the narrative because I really wanted Tyrion, Tim Crow, and Robin and the Aesops to have a interaction. I really wanted them to have an interaction. I really wanted them to. Oh, I don't know. I feel like Tyrion and Crow and Robin and the Aesops, they just had and had unfinished business. They just had things to do. But I guess we're gonna have Tyrion and Mercury and Vacuo. And the plus side is that since Mercury is in Vacuo, and I guess eventually Emerald's gonna go to Vacuo when they finish Atlas. Um, that means Team Coffee can get their revenge for the Vital Festival because they really got punked. With the Vital Festival, they really got their ass beat. So hopefully Team Coffee can get their revenge, specifically Coco and Yatsuhashi. So yeah, there's that. So on the heroes front, Jean and Yang and Ren are arrested by the Aesops. I was hoping we would at least get a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a tussle before they got arrested, because mid-season finale. But of course, they didn't write this intending it for it to be the mid-season finale. Eddie said that on Twitter. But I don't know. I would have enjoyed a little bit of. Excuse me. I would have enjoyed a little bit of a tussle. Before they got arrested. And I'm just going to talk about their whole part here, and then I'll go to Team Roots. Go to RWBY, Rice and Blake. I'll talk about all the Aesops right now. So Winter's like, hey, deity. I got Xiaolong, and I got Ark, and I got Ren. And he's like, yeah, keep those fugitives there. Don't let them out of your sight. We don't have Penny, but we have, these other kids. And not gonna lie, y'all, Aesops still get on my nerves. Still don't like the Aesops. Still annoyed at fans. I'm still annoyed at fans who are like really shocked that the Aesops aren't the main characters. Like, this show isn't about the fucking Aesops. Like, sorry, sis. I don't know. I get really upset when fans like pretend like, oh my god, this character is just not being. This character isn't in the right. I don't know, and maybe I'm hypocritical because I was very upset with how Adam was treated. But I feel like that was different because that was attached to like a societal issue that affects my everyday life. So I don't know. I feel like it was different than like, hey, fans are mad at Harriet fucking Bree for being being in favor of authoritarianism. So I don't know. It's weird, But yeah. So Iron has a plan to have a bomb and place the bomb inside the whale, sneak in and blow it up. Actually, I think this is really interesting. I really like this idea because it means that, we could have a confrontation between our heroes and our villains having a direct clash. And I feel like that's how the volume was going to end, with the heroes battling it out inside the whale, really hoping to see that, Ren. And Yang isn't going to fight Mercury because Mercury's obviously gone and Tyrion's obviously gone. So they won't be in. But, people like Cinder, I take that back. I have another prediction about how, that's going to work. But I'll get to that when I get to that. Hazel and I don't know. Is Emerald going with Cinder? I guess she is. I don't know. But, it took all of the kids to fight Hazel in season 5. So I think like Jean and Ren and Yang fighting Hazel and the whale could be very spicy, very interesting, very cool. And the Hound, because the Hound is also going after Penny. I guess I don't know, but yeah. So there's that. And they want to throw the bomb in, and they don't really want to throw the bomb in because it's like, hey, our friend Oscar's in there, and they go, hey, and this is what's really weird to me. It's like, hey, this is just one kid's life. Like, why are we risking it all for this one kid? And it's like, and also they didn't fucking believe that Oscar was even in there because they were like, hey, that's where that Grimm took Oscar, and Vine's like, Grimm don't take prisoners. Grimm don't take prisoners. And I'm like, oh, it's magic. Like, girl, this is magic. What are you doing? Like, Fucking Grimm aren't whales. Grimm aren't whales, and they don't fucking spit Grimm onto shit either. You know, like maidens, relics. Like, girl, this is not normal. None of this shit. Does this? Is this like? Is this just a normal Tuesday for you, Vine? Is this just another day in the neighborhood for you, Vine? You know, are things going? I just like Vine. Just shut the fuck up. Like that just fucking pissed me off. He's like, Grim don't take. This is not a normal situation, you dumb fuck. And why would they make that up? Why? Why would they make that? Doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they not want you to destroy the whale? Why? Like, do you think they're with Salem? Like, do you think they're with Salem? Like, do you think they're with Salem? You know, and it just irks me how people want Team RWBY and everyone who's on, I guess, Team Mantle, if you want to call it that, are, you know, like, oh my gosh, you're just so, you know, you're so pretentious and you're so self-righteous and you're just lecturing. And it's like, in all of these interactions, who is the one on the offensive? In every situation, who is the one on the offensive? Is it Team Mantle? Is it Team RWBY and them? Or is it the ASAPs? Is it Team RWBY and them? Or is it the ASAPs? Like, when they got to Penny, like, they were like all here with the gaslighting and the manipulation, and they didn't even want to listen. They were literally cutting them off when they tried to explain. Literally cutting them off. They didn't want to hear it. Like, Harriet's like, I'll throw you in jail with your Uncle Runt. You know what I mean? Like, totally degrading them, totally disrespecting them at every single fucking turn. But we're just supposed to sit here and have all this nuanced sympathy for the ASAPs, and we're supposed to, you know, have all this like nuanced, you know, boo-hoo, you know, tattoo tears from Meryl because he's sad about it. And it's like, yay, you're sad about it, but you're still doing it and you're still like abandoning people and leaving them to die. And this is what annoyed me. They were like, trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid. And it's like, this isn't 1 life, technically. If you want to call it that, it's 2, but it's not even 2. It's thousands of lives, or like however many fucking lives. Like, this is Ozpin. This is Ozpin. Like, and I know Ironwood doesn't, you know, fucking. I know Ironwood like doesn't really have any loyalty to Ozpin anymore. But like, obviously Salem captured him. If like, use a fucking brain cell. Obviously Salem captured him because he has information to give. So y'all not worried about him spilling the tea? Y'all are not like wouldn't getting Ozpin, the guy who has literally all the information that Salem needs to fucking destroy Atlas and the world, which you claim to care about so much, like, aren't you worried about that? Like, don't you want to get him out of there? Like, I could see if it was like, you know, like, no shade, I could see if it was like Blake. I could see if it was like, oh, Blake Belladonna's in there, and it's like, well, we don't want to say Blake Belladonna, you know, because it's like the world versus Blake Belladonna's life. I could even rationally see if it was that, but it's like, it's literally the key to all your secrets. Like Ozpin knows all of Atlas's secrets, like all of them, all of Atlas's secrets. He literally helped to build Atlas, and he put Ironwood in charge. Like, he knows everything, sis. Why would you want him on? Like, why would you not want to get him out? Like, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid. And fucking and it's they're just so baffled by the idea of caring about somebody else, and it's like, you're childish because you have feelings and you care about people, and it's like, I don't know. And then Harriet says like, oh, our feelings don't matter. The job matters. And I'm just like, okay, sis, what is your job? What is in your job description? What is your job? What is your job? And I feel like at the core of the breakdown between Team RWBY and the ASOPs and Mantle and Atlas is what they believe their jobs to be. Winter and the ASOPs and, you know, all of them, they believe that their job is to follow General Ironwood's orders. That's what they believe their job is. At the end of the day, at all costs, their orders are to follow General Ironwood. That is what they were hired for. That is their job. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. If Ironwood said, hey, you know, Atlas is under attack, go home. Don't do anything. Just sit on your ass. Don't do. They would do it. They would, by their logic, they would do that. If Ironwood said, hey, go shoot someone in the head, they didn't do nothing wrong, shoot somebody in the head. You know what I mean? And you can argue that, hey, Ironwood is rational. He wouldn't say that. Okay, but if he did, my point is, if he did say that, if he did say, hey, go shoot a bitch in the head, if he did say that, they would do it, no questions, because that's their job. And it's like, even if the governing council, because the council is also a symbol of authority. The Atlas Council, they're authority figures, right? So you would you're okay with them overthrowing democracy and the council and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's really that's really fucked up. And at the core of the breakdown is what they believe their jobs to be. You know, Team RWBY and I guess Team Mantle and whatever you want to call them, they believe their job is to protect the people. Period. Protect the people, even if it's difficult, even if it's a long shot, even if it's hard. Their job is to protect the people. That's what they believe their job to be, and it really bothers me that y'all are bothered by what y'all say. Like the ISOPs say all the time, we're just following orders. Why do y'all get so mad then when the team says, oh, you're just following orders? Why does that piss you off? People have been dragging Yang for a year for saying, oh, you're just following orders now. People get so mad. They get so mad, but it's like, no, that's what you said, right? Let me tell you why you're mad. You're mad because you're mad because you have a fucking brain cell and you know that shit sounds fucked up. You know that shit sounds fucked up. So that's why y'all get mad. That's why fucking Harriet was about to lose her fucking shit and punch Ren in the fucking face. Because her shit sounds fucked up. The logic sounds fucked up, you know? So, and Winter, Winter, I don't know what she's doing. Part of me wanted her to be like I think it's obvious that Iron was gonna die at the end of this, but but like when he died, I figured Winter would take over and she would become the general / headmistress of Atlas Academy. After this, I don't know if I would really want her to, because it's like, sis, what are your values, hon? Like, what do you stand for, sis? Like, what are you gonna do? And part of me thinks that maybe Winter, when this is all over, maybe Winter should be the general of the military, and maybe Robin Hill should be the headmistress of the academy. I feel like headmaster and general, I feel like those positions should be separate. I don't know. I also feel like people talk a lot of shit about Atlas for having a military at all. And because it's like, I know the world has huntsmen, but it's like, girl, y'all need more than your fucking police department. Like, I'm sorry, sis. You need a little bit more than your local fucking police department. And you know what I mean? So it's like, and I know you have the huntsman, but like, sis, like, what if you're a place like Mistral, where most of your huntsmen have been fucking murdered by the fucking Grim? Like, you need you need the military. You know what I mean? I feel like every country should have a fucking military. Like, especially in the world of Remnant, where literally there are 4 major civilizations. There are only 4 major modern civilizations. You know what I mean? Essentially. So it's like, why doesn't Vale have a military? Why doesn't Vacuo have a military? A former military? Like, you know what I mean? Seems sketch that Atlas is the only place in the world that has a fucking military. So I don't know. That was a little, Atlas a little bit of me simping for Atlas or protecting Atlas or whatever you want to call it. But no, just in general, just Aesop's just I don't know. I was gonna say one nice thing about Winter. She looks fucking good. Her body looks fabulous. Her hair is popping. She's really serving. Yada 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 body yada 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 yada. Like, Winter is serving looks. She's serving looks. So good for Winter. That's the only nice thing. I mean, I guess she let them go. She let them go through with their plan because John wanted to go into the whale and deliver it himself, and get Oscar out before they blow it up. So kudos to her for having a fucking brain cell And then there's a moment where Harriet is like, but they're criminals. And, Winter's like, I outrank you. I'm better than you, you know? and in this moment where I see like a white woman in a place of authority over a black woman, and it's like, did she just call us nigger? It reminds me of that meme of like, did she just call us niggers? Yeah. So I don't know. It's like really wish that I didn't enjoy this, but I kind of did enjoy someone putting Harriet in her fucking place. Like, kind of enjoyed that. Anyway, so moving on to the other part of the episode, like Team RWB. Nora is in bed. She's fucked up. I guess Nora's gonna be fucked up the rest of the goddamn volume. Goddamn Nora. Like, can John come amp your aura? Can John, I don't know. Like, I'm really upset that Nora is hurt, but I guess it adds stakes. I guess it made what she did have a consequence. People love, I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between having consequences and like punishment porn. I feel like people really love to see like people suffer. I don't know. Like, people really love to see characters like out here suffering, and it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I get hella uncomfortable about men who like really want all the female characters in the show to like go through these brutal fucking torturings. Like, I remember like after volume 7, so many like men on Twitter were like, I can't wait to see these bitches, these bumble bitches, these, Team RWBY and that, all these bitches, get beat up. I want to see them get hurt. I want to see them get fucked up. I want to see Salem destroy them. And it's like, goddamn, like, like, you got some repressed rage. Is there, buddy? Like, you really out here like not liking women? Like, do you like women? And it's like most of these are like, nah, no shade to like the straight cis het community, but it's like, do y'all like women or not? Because like, y'all really out here just like promoting violence against women, and it's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like not obviously in that way, but I feel like there's something going on there when it's like the only characters that like get you frustrated to the point of like wanting to see them physically brutally hurt and punished because you disagree with their decision is women. Like, nobody says that about other characters. I mean, I guess people said that about Adam, kind of. I don't know. But it's like Adam was this extreme. I mean, we all know how I feel about Adam, but in the context of the story, Adam was an abuser, and he was a radical terrorist, and he was just crazy and insane. So it's like, I don't know. Team RWBY is like, I made a decision to save lives. I don't know. I don't know. And like, I know people are like, Ironwood wanted to move the staff, and this is all their fault because if they would have used the staff, but it's like, sis. She literally spent like, at this point, hours, because this has all been a day. This has all been just one long shitty day. Um, she's literally spent like a good 12 hours here. You could have been done evacuated that goddamn city. Like, sorry, sis. You could have been done doing the evacuations. You know what I mean? Because the issue, like, Team RWBY was, at the end of the day, Team RWBY was very much on board with, leaving. They may not have been in love with the idea, but they definitely didn't mind, like, having the staff to move Atlas. The issue they had was moving Atlas when they hadn't finished evacuating everyone yet. But it's like the time from like episode 11 of volume 7 to like episode 7 of now, of volume 8. Y'all could have been done evacuated the Mantle citizens to Atlas. Like, y'all could have been done that. So it's like, why haven't you done that, sis? Like, y'all could have been done that. Like, I don't think Penny would have had a problem moving Atlas if she wasn't leaving all of the citizens in the place that she was told to protect to die. So I don't know. But like, yeah. I was talking about Team RWBY. I don't know how I got fucking on this rant tirade. I don't know. That's me. But yeah, no. Nora is still out of commission, and Weiss is there, and she's in her room, and Blake and RWBY. By the way, Blake and RWBY, a lot of interactions this volume. I'm loving Blake and RWBY. Having more of a dynamic. I love seeing that. I love seeing them on screen together. I really enjoy that. I really like that. That's so cute. I stand. More Ladybug moments, please. Because we really need to establish a true dynamic between Weiss and Ruby, because we have a dynamic between obviously Blake and Yang, and we have a dynamic between Weiss and Blake. We have their dynamic. Even if it's not shown as much as it was, we still have their dynamic. We don't really have much of a dynamic between Ruby and Blake. We even have a dynamic between Weiss and Yang. Volume 5 did a really good job of Volume 5 and Volume 3 did a really good job of building up like the dynamic between Weiss and Yang too. And so I don't know. I really want to see more Blake and Ruby, and hopefully we'll get that in the future. But yeah, they have some tea, and they're talking and shit, and they're like, "Hey, we need to help Atlas." Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. And May comes in and says, "Hey, Fiona hasn't heard from your friends in a couple of hours, but they're not really worried about a couple." Like, I don't know, like everyone is really determined to remind us that like these young huntsmen and huntresses are young. Like every 2 seconds, it's like kids, couple of kids, 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 kids. Hey kids, you kids, 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 kids. And it's like, okay, bitch, we get it. We understand. They're young. You're old. We get it. You're 35. I understand. I get it. You in menopause. I understand, honey. I get it. Like, stop. And it's like but what's weird to me is like you're not better than them. Like literally they can keep up with you. Literally they beat the ASAP's asses. Literally they're like the fact that Ren and Jean and Yang could like take Fiona's place and pick up the slack and do that. Like they're qualified. Like these people are capable, honey. They were doing this shit and fighting Salem long before you even knew about her, honey. So why are you? That's annoying. I mean, that's just so annoying to me. Kids, like, shut the fuck up, bitch. But no. She wants to take them back to Mantle, but then like, hey, no, Atlas, and it's like May's like, hey sis, they have a whole fucking military, and we have nothing. Like, whose side are you on? Like, what are you doing? Like, and I get where May's coming from, but I feel like May's like, whose side are you on is a bit more valid than the ASAP's whose side are you on, because it's like the ASAP's is like for the ASAPs it's like taking away. It's like I don't want Mantle, I don't want their side is like Mantle will have no protection. May's side is like, hey, Atlas has protection. Let's give Mantle some. Because apparently the ASAPs and the Happy Huntresses are the only like skilled, unique huntsman in Atlas. Everyone else is just a drone or a person with a stupid gun. Like one of those soldiers with dumb guns. It's just a dumb soldier with a gun. Like apparently Atlas has no other huntsman. The Happy Huntresses and the ASAPs are the only, and that's why the whole best huntsman and Atlas thing. I roll my eyes at it because it's like, where are the other ones, sweetie? Like, are those like girls in the same fucking outfit? Those bitches in the same outfit with the little one weapon gun thing? Are those supposed to be huntsmen? Like, are those huntsmen? Like, are those like? Because if those are huntsmen, if those are the huntsmen that you're the best of, obviously says you're the best because like, do they have aura? Do they have semblances? Like, what do they have? So it's like this whole best huntsman Atlas thing. It's like more like the only huntsman in Atlas, honey. Like, where are the other huntsmen? Like, more like the only huntsman in Atlas. Like, where are the other huntsmen? What are these other huntsmen doing? Like, Mantle, y'all don't got no more huntsmen. Like, y'all just have the Happy Huntresses. Like, did y'all only have the Happy Huntresses and Penny? Sis. So, yeah. And then Weiss is like, but I have family here. Don't you have family here? Where your mom at? And she's like, hey, I don't have family there. The Marigolds, they made they weren't proud of me as a son, and I made sure that nobody knew that I was their daughter or that I wasn't their daughter or something like that. Something revealing that she's trans. Happy about this moment. Glad we have it. It's not necessarily my community to speak to in the sense of like if this is good or bad representation, but in general, for LGBT rep in general, I do kind of roll my eyes at the idea that like we can only get these nods from either minor characters or characters outside of the fandom. You know what I mean? Because it's like I think this reveal of May Marigold is great. I feel like this characterization she got is great, but it's like. And no shade to May Marigold, but does she matter? It feels kind of like it feels like throwing a dog a bone to me in the sense of they didn't take a risk on having it be a main character. They had to be a side character that like at the end of the day nobody kind of really cares about. Like if this was a character like and it's not necessarily about like having a character that's gonna be in the rest of the fucking show. But for example, Robin Hill, she seems to be a main player, a big figure, a main character. If she was the trans woman, if she was the person who was trans, I feel like that would be a bigger impact in terms of representation because it's like she's active, she's here, she's doing like even though all she's been doing so far is being in prison, but in the overall story of Alice, she kind of plays a larger role. You know, she's a leader of this team. She was running for election. You know, they needed her to trust her for the plan. You know what I mean? Like this is more of an important character. It doesn't feel as much of like a bone throwing. But with that said, not my community to speak to. It's not my judgment call if it's good or bad. But I had an opinion, and I feel like at the end of the day, I'll let that be up to the trans community if this was good representation for them or bad representation for them. But I personally enjoyed the moments we did get with May Marigold because it was like your family got Whitley, mine had Henry. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It makes me feel like Weiss should know May. You know what I mean? Like Weiss, don't you remember May? I mean, I guess she's changed since you last saw her. But it's like Henry. Oh, I guess she did know Henry because she kind of didn't know who the fuck Henry was. But I don't know, like whatever. And then Whitley overhears this because Ruby is like, there are no sides. We're all fighting Salem together. Blah, 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 unity shit. I love Ruby. I'm not trying to rush her. I'm trying to finish this review, honestly, honey. And so after that happens, fucking what happens? They go downstairs, and once again, she's like, Mantle or Atlas, pick one, bitch. Like, you can't do both. And it's like, I don't know, like, maybe, I feel like someone has to stay there and look after. I guess what they do with Nora. Nora's taken care of. But, like, I don't know, maybe a compromise is like, hey, maybe Weiss stay. Maybe Weiss stay. How about that? Maybe Weiss stays. And I don't know, maybe Weiss stays. Or maybe Weiss and I would say Weiss and Blake stay because I would love to see that dynamic, but also like I would love to see Ruby and Blake go. I don't know, either Weiss stays or Weiss and Blake stay, and then May and Ruby go down. Either way, somebody stays, and then while the rest of them go down. That's just an idea. You know what I mean? Compromise. Like why can't we compromise? So here's the thing. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I have fucking horrible memory of fucking goldfish. We get knock at the doorbell. They draw their weapons. It's badass. And Klein, it's Klein. Hi, hey, hi, Klein. I don't know. Butler characters kind of annoy me because it's like most of the time these Butler characters are hollow plot devices only used to make like the snobby rich white person feel good about themselves. And it's like normally these Butler characters have no life outside of like their job and like pleasing their masters or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's just kind of like it feels like Klein has been doing nothing since he got fired, but sitting on his ass waiting for Master Whitley to call him and serve him. It's like you have nothing. I feel like Klein are like I don't know. In my head, it's like Klein has nothing going for him except like Weiss being his little snowflake, and it's like I don't know. Probably not the case, but it's like I was just really annoyed with Klein's existence. But no, Klein is back. Whitley called him. They have a great sibling moment. They hug, and looks like Weiss and Whitley are gonna be just fine emotionally. Glad Whitley is getting his validation. Glad Whitley is. Some people would call this a redemption arc, but this really isn't a redemption arc because he hasn't done anything that needs redemption. But this is him growing closer to his sister. We love to see it. We stand family. And I guess next is like Winter and Whitley, maybe. Does she give a fuck? I don't know, but I know she got that body, yada, 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 yada. Anyway, so there's a crash, and then there's Penny. Penny's there because she crashed, and there's blood, and people were like, "Oh my god, why is there blood?" And I was like, "Maybe they had a blood. Maybe they added blood this time. This time they built her. I don't know." I think the finale. I feel like how the finale is gonna go is the Hound and Cinder, and Emerald and Neo are gonna show up, and they're gonna battle May and Ruby and Weiss and Blake, and maybe Willow will join the battle. I know Phoenix Knight is talking about Willow joining the battle and doing some shit there. And I don't know, because I think that'll be like a. Oh, and Penny's hacked, so I think Penny is gonna show. I think Penny is gonna, be evil and fight the girls. So it'll be like Penny and Cinder and Emerald and Neo and Hound versus Ruby and Weiss and Blake and May. And maybe Nora will wake up. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. She'll wake up. Hopefully she'll be able to do a little something, something. And then, like, I don't know, maybe Willow joins the battle. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. This finale, it really wasn't nothing. It really wasn't shit. Like, no shade. It was a fine episode, character development wise. Sure. I literally, totally didn't even speak about Ren. Ren's emotions. By the way, oof, God, that's how just fucking tired I am of this episode. Ren is an empath now. Ren can read emotions. So Ren knows that the Aesops are full of shit and that they're lying and that they do give a fuck about each other. And he also says a line that annoys me. Ren says that that's why you lost to Team RWBY, because you were hiding how you really felt about each other. You were fighting how you really felt about each other. And that really annoyed me because it's like they won't let this fucking Team RWBY versus Aesop shit go. And it's like, honey, they lost. Like, let it go. Like, these are the main characters. It's season 8. They should be able to fucking handle other fucking huntsmen. Like, sis. It's annoying how the show constantly tries to, like, diminish Team RWBY's clout and accomplishments. It's like, sis, you literally gave them their licenses because the Aesops and fucking I would recognize, hey, these kids have been fighting just as hard as we have, if not harder. But now it's like, y'all are just kids. Y'all only lost because, your emotions, you were feeling bad, your boo-boos, and it's like, this is season 8, and these are the main fucking characters. These are our fucking protagonists. Why are we making excuses for why they want to fight? They've been training. Like, what is this? Like, it's so annoying, y'all. And I don't know. I like Ren's new semblance. He's an empath. I like that power. I like the power of empathy. I like that he's an empath now. I enjoy that. I do like that. I think that was great. I like the petals. I think that's cool, and the little petals in the intro. I like that. I really enjoyed that. I want to make it clear. Harriet's pissed. I don't know. Harriet is pissed. Phoenix Knight had a theory that maybe she's pissed because Clover used to fuck her and she was in love with her, and maybe Elm loved her. Who knows? And I don't know. I really hope that's not the theory, because like Loki, the whole Lucky Charms thing. I know they didn't mean it, but like if they were to make it to where like Clover was like straight and like he was fucking Harriet, I feel like that would just be another gut punch. So I don't know if that is something that they did. Hopefully they cut it out, because like really not trying to upset the gays, just not trying to leave us alone. Like, we just don't want to be fucked with. Yeah. So that was the episode, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I was able to make it entertaining for you guys. Please remember to like, comment. I would love to comment, please. Please comment. I've been getting less and less comments. Like, no, y'all. Like, tell me what the fuck you thought. Like, even if you disagree with me, even if you think I'm ugly, like, even if you don't give a fuck, like, comment that. leave me hate comments. Send me death threats, and it's like, I don't know. But I really like talking with y'all. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Please share the video with your friends and family and whoever likes RWBY, please. And join the Discord server. And again, mods, if you mod, I need mods. So if someone wants to be a mod, someone wants to come and join the Discord server and help me get it popping, please let me know. And, this has been Maxwell Media Inc. I'm your host, Sir Maxwell. May the power protect you. Bye.